Hey, we're predicting the future again. This time it's April until June. Because we're going into summer, there'll be some actual movies coming out. I mean, there were last time. We did Gnome Alone last time. That movie didn't even come out. I've got some notes for this time. Picked out the same number of movies, which is 14. We're going to do 14 movies. I'm going to tell you the Rotten Tomatoes score. We'll see in 3 months how well I did. Starting out on April the 13th, we've got Rampage. We're skipping the start of April because most of those already have scores. Rampage, starring Dwayne Johnson. It's based on that game, Rampage. We all know that video game movie adaptations are terrible, and this one's not going to be much better. Directed by Brad Payton. He's the guy who directed San Andreas. That got 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Also a Dwayne Johnson movie. Jumanji 2 reviewed a lot better than San Andreas did. Obviously not directed by this guy, but that was kind of a video game movie, and it had The Rock in it. Rampage is not going to be great, but Dwayne Johnson can carry a film. It's going to get 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not going to go see it though, because like, who cares? Does anyone remember Rampage? I played it like one time. You punched buildings. Coming out on the 20th of April is Duck Duck Goose. Put this on because I saw the trailer for it when I went to see Coco the other week. Directed by Chris Jenkins. You won't know who he is. Neither did I. He was the screenwriter for the movie Surf's Up. You know, the one about that rock hopper penguin who surfs. That movie reviewed fairly well for an animated film. 79%. Duck Duck Goose is going to be bad. It's going to get 40% and no one's going to care. Who's going to go see this movie? Is there a demand for Goose films? Maybe this guy just loves birds. Doing Surf's Up and now he's doing a film about ducks and geese. On the 27th of April, it's Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War. In case you thought I was talking about any other Infinity War coming out soon. Directed by the Russo brothers. They did Civil War and they did Winter Soldier. Both of those reviewed well. Civil War got 91%. Winter Soldier got 89%. Black Panther was the last Marvel movie that reviewed really well, 97%. Honestly, the Rotten Tomatoes score for this film doesn't matter because everyone's going to go see it anyway. But I think it'll be pretty good. 90% is my guess. My only worry is there are too many characters. Maybe it'll get a bit muddled, lose a bit of focus, but I think it'll be fine. Right, here's a good one. We're in May now. The 10th of May, this is the first I heard about this movie as well. There's a movie coming out called Blazing Samurai. This is a film based on Blazing Saddles, the Mel Brooks movie, but it's an animated kids film. So that idea was never going to work. It's been pushed back a couple of times. So it was meant to come out April last year, 2017, and it's been pushed back a bit, and then it got pushed back a bit more, and it's coming out this year. It's about cats and samurai, and there's dogs in it. Michael Cera is the main character. Sam Jackson's in the movie. It's going to be really weird, and it's not going to be good. How did it get this far? Who did this? Mel Brooks has a cameo in the movie. Is he okay with this? He is old. Blazing Samurai is going to get 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. No one's going to go see it because no one knows it exists. If you are a small child, you don't know what Blazing Saddles is. Is there going to be a scene where lots of CGI cats sit around a fire and fart? Is it about racism still? I'm worried about this movie. 18th of May, we got Deadpool 2. Deadpool 1 was a good film, and people really liked it. 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. That was directed by Tim Miller. This one's directed by David Leitch. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. He directed Atomic Blonde and co-directed John Wick. Both of those are pretty good. I really like John Wick. I haven't seen Atomic Blonde. I'm a bit worried about this one though. Apparently they did a test screening. The audience didn't like it. We're marking it down a little bit for that. I'm guessing about 71% on Rotten Tomatoes for Deadpool 2. I'm hopeful though. They've done some reshoots. Hopefully it won't go terribly like all other movies with reshoots have recently. Do you remember Fantastic Four and Justice League? On the 25th, we've got the Han Solo movie. I'm so tired. I don't even care. My guess for this is 62%. Coming out on the 1st of June is an Animal Crackers movie. We don't have Animal Crackers in the UK. Is this like a like a US thing. Are they like biscuits? I'm a little bit confused. I think someone somewhere sold their soul to make this movie. Like, the cast is really good, but it's the director, there's two of them. It's a couple of people I've never heard of. Where'd this movie come from? Why does it exist? Why is Ian McKellen in it? I've got a feeling this movie is the new Emoji Movie, just not as bad. It's gonna get like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. Hopefully everyone involved got paid well. On the 8th of May, it's Ocean's 8. Isn't that good? On the 8th. Directed by Gary Ross. The trailer looked like a pretty fun time. James Corden's in it, because of course he is. You can't get rid of him. Gary Ross has had some good movies. Directed Seabiscuit and Pleasantville, 77 and 84% respectively. They also got nominated for some awards and stuff. Like, those were good movies. He directed the Hunger Games adaptation, the first one. So we all know Martin Lawrence, no relation to Jennifer Lawrence, the other ones. I think the movie will be a good time. 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ghostbusters 2015, this won't be. This is going to show us that all-female reboots don't need to be bad. Please. On the 15th of May, Incredibles 2 comes out. Incredibles 2 is going to be a good film, because Incredibles 1 is like one of the better Pixar films. Incredibles 1 got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Other Pixar sequels, Monsters University, 79%. Finding Dory, 94%. I liked Finding Dory, but like a lot less than I liked the first one. And Monsters University, that was alright. Wasn't as good as the first one though. Incredibles 2 is going to kind of go the same way. It's going to be a step down from Incredibles 1. Still going to be good though. 88%. Also on the 15th is that Tag movie starring Jeremy Renner and the boys. Put all the boys up here. The director has directed other films, but he's not good enough to have his own Wikipedia page, and none of those other films have Rotten Tomatoes scores. So I'm just kind of like chucking a number out from nowhere. 42%. It'll be fine. Who cares? On the 22nd, it's Jurassic Park 5, Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World, the first one, was kind of dumb, but it was like a fun time. Jurassic World 2, going by like the laws of sequels, it'll get worse, but it's like pulled in a better director, so it's going to be worse than the first one, but not by a whole lot. The trailer looks really stupid, but Jeff Goldblum's in the movie. So we got a lot of things on the scales here. The new director is J.A. Bayona. Last year he directed A Monster Calls, and by last year I mean 2 years ago. He also directed The Impossible, that movie with Ewan McGregor. Those movies were 86% and 81% respectively. The first Jurassic World, 71%. My guess for this one, 67. It'll be fine. If you liked the first one, you'll like this one. It's got dinosaurs in it. Coming out on the same day, Under the Silver Lake, directed by David Robert Mitchell. He directed It Follows. That was a really good film. This one is not going to reach the same heights as It Follows. It's still going to be fine though. 85%. It's going to be a good time. It's not going to be as spooky. I don't think this is a spooky film. He's going for something different, and I think it'll work, but it won't work the same. That's my review. 85%. On the 29th, it's Sicario 2. Sicario, Day of the Soldado. We got a different director in this one. The other one was Denis Villeneuve. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce things. He makes good movies. We've got a different director this time. It's Stefano Sollima. I didn't know him, but I looked him up and he seems to be alright. The Sicario movie got 93%. This Stefano Sollima's movie, Subura, got 92%. This one's going to be weird. I think it's going to be 81%. I don't know. This seems to be changing it up quite a bit. It might be good just in a different way from the first one. Finally, we're going to have Sorry to Bother You at the end of June. I'm looking forward to this film. It looks weird. Boots Riley, who's directing it, is a rapper, not a director. But I think it's gonna go fine. Cast is really good. We've got Lakeith Stanfield from Get Out, where he was amazing. We've got Tessa Thompson in the film. She's great. She was amazing in Annihilation, and Thor Ragnarok was a real good time. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna struggle a bit because it's weird and new director might not go as planned, but I think it'll be pretty fun. I'm guessing 70%. Oh, that's all my predictions for the next 3 months. If you want to make some predictions, go ahead and chuck them in the comments. They're down here, maybe? No, they're definitely down there. What am I saying? I'll see you later. Bye. Here's the roundup sheet of all the predictions. I'll keep this for when we go over everything. See you in 3 months' time.